Do you think he's staring at you with love? But the truth is, he's counting your mistakes, and every single one of those errors is silently chipping away at his trust in you. There's a specific behavior your cat does every single day that you swore was just affection, but it's a cry for help. If you keep ignoring it, your connection might never be the same. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on behind those eyes, and why almost everything you've learned about cats is dead wrong. If you want to stop pushing away your best friend without even realizing it, hit subscribe right now, because what I'm about to tell you today, no one else dares to say. You know when your cat leaves the bottom of the food bowl showing and starts yelling. You think he's just picky, or maybe a greedy little diva. But what's really happening is a physical pain you can't even imagine. His whiskers, those famous sensors, are ultra-sensitive. Bumping those sensors against the edge of a deep bowl is like getting tiny electric jolts over and over. He doesn't want more food. He wants the torture to stop. He wants a shallow dish where his sensors can be free. But that's nothing compared to what you do when he tries to talk to you. Adult cats almost never meowed in the wild. They develop that sound exclusively to manipulate you. It's a frequency that mimics a human baby's cry. But when you respond by talking loudly or petting him at the wrong time, you're training his brain for chaos. You're teaching him to enter a constant state of anxiety. And that leads to the most dangerous mistake of all. The one that happens when he rolls over on his back on the rug. You see that fluffy belly? You want to squeeze it. He bites you or scratches you. You think he's treacherous or bipolar. In reality, he just gave you the biggest signal of trust in the animal kingdom. He exposed his vital organs to you, and you responded by attacking that exact vulnerable spot. To him, you just betrayed a blood pact. You acted like a predator, not a friend. And the worst part is, it changes how he sees you when you come home. You love your house smelling fresh, right? That lavender or lemon disinfectant. To your cat, that's like living inside a cloud of tear gas. His nose is 14 times more powerful than yours. When you erase his scent from the furniture with chemicals, you erase his identity. He feels like an intruder in his own home. That's why he starts peeing on your couch or your rug. It's not revenge. It's desperation to feel safe again. He needs to smell himself to know that territory belongs to him. But there's one detail almost no one notices about his gaze. Staring intensely into a cat's eyes is a life or death challenge. If you hold the stare, you're saying, I'm going to attack you. There's a way to disarm that bomb. But almost everyone does it wrong. If you blink too quickly, he understands something else entirely. The secret is in the rhythm, and that leads us to the real reason he ignores you when you call. Does your cat like to hang out on top of the fridge or on the kitchen cabinets? You think he's just watching the action, but he's in full survival mode. Cats who don't have high places to climb feel like trapped prey on the ground. If he's not climbing anything, he might be slipping into a silent depression that you mistake for. He's just a calm cat. And you're probably reinforcing that fear unintentionally by hiding his litter box. You put the litter box in the darkest, tightest corner of the laundry room, because it's ugly, because it smells. But for your cat, using the bathroom is the most vulnerable moment of his life. If he can't see who's coming from at least 2 different angles, he lives in a panic. It's like you having to use a public restroom without a door in a dark alley every night. He goes fast, bolts out, and stays stressed all day. But there's one mistake that hurts a lot more than fear. Where's your cat's water right now? Probably right next to his food. Congratulations, you're activating a millions of years old survival instinct. In the wild, water near carcasses or food is almost always contaminated. Your cat doesn't drink little water because it's his breed. He doesn't drink because his instinct tells him that water will kill him. He's slowly dehydrating right in front of you while you think he's just not thirsty. His kidneys are paying the price right now because of just a foot of distance. This gets even weirder when we talk about playtime. Do you use that red laser pointer? Stop now. Seriously. That's frying your cat's nervous system. The natural hunting cycle needs a conclusion. Locate, stalk, capture, and kill. With the laser, he never captures anything. He enters a loop of neurological frustration that never ends. It's like you running a marathon and the finish line disappears every time you're a step away. That generates repressed aggression that he'll take out on your ankle when you're sleeping. And if he does something wrong, what do? Do you yell? Use a spray bottle. You think he learned his lesson, but cats don't understand the concept of human punishment. He doesn't associate the spray of water with the mistake he made. He associates the spray of water with you. You're not teaching him not to get on the table. You're teaching him that you are dangerous, unstable, and unpredictable. You're destroying a years-long bond over a behavior he doesn't even know is wrong. Look at his tail now. Is it slowly twitching? If you think that's happiness, you're about to get swatted. Unlike dogs, a cat's tail twitching is an overload thermometer. He's warning you that his system is about to go into sensory meltdown. If you don't stop petting him that exact second, the next step is teeth in your hand. He gave you the warning. You just didn't know how to read it. The biggest mistake of all, the one that sums up all the others, is thinking he's a little dog or a furry human. He's a solitary predator who, by his own pure will, accepted living with you. When you try to force a hug or hold him in your lap, you're blocking all his escape routes. For a cat, being held without being able to get away is the same as being captured by a predator. His heart races. Stress skyrockets. And he starts to avoid you. Maybe your cat isn't weird, skittish, or ungrateful. Maybe you just never stop to listen to what he's screaming without saying a single word. If your cat does any of these things, comment below. I didn't know, so I can see that you now understand his language. If you made it this far, comment. I watched to the end. And share this with someone who treats their cat like a toy. He deserves for you to understand who he really is. What seemed like aggressive behavior, in truth, was his final warning. Many would call it coincidence. But anyone who lives with a cat knows there's no such thing as chance. The truth is, he was watching you the whole time. Not to judge you, but to protect you from something your human eyes just can't see. In that moment of absolute silence, the penny finally dropped. He wasn't being difficult. He was being your most loyal guardian. Justice in the feline world doesn't come with words. It comes with presence and instinct. If you ignore the signs, it might be too late to understand the danger. But now you know the truth. You'll never look into his eyes the same way again. Maybe your cat isn't strange. Maybe you just never understood the weight of what he does for you every single day. If you watched this far, it's because you like this case. Leave a comment saying, I watched to the end, so I can get to know you and see who really enjoys the stories here on the channel. Hit that like button and share this with all the cat owners you know.